The MiWay MiHeart Leaders in the Making program kicked off with a workshop at the MiWay offices in Midrand. The event was designed to introduce this year's mentees to their mentors and other role players who will help them make the most of their grade 12 year and reach their full potential. The Leaders in the Making program has been running since 2016 and offers a select group of high-performing grade 12 learners a holistic bouquet of services and interventions. Mentorship from a member of the MiWay Management Committee, counseling services from a registered counsellor, and academic tutoring services from Lotus Tutoring. Greta Goosen, Head of Customer Experience at MiWay, says the Leaders in the Making program is their contribution to raising a new generation of leaders in the country.
Education is a key focus area for MiWay because it's the starting point of any person's journey. As we know, it takes a village to raise a child, and as a company we take that responsibility very seriously in our corporate social investment. MiWay's Leaders in the Making program is a program where MiWay have identified investment in two particular schools. One is in Soweto and one is in Tembisa. In these schools we've identified students with high potential that not necessarily at this stage will, because of their academic qualifications or marks, qualify for a scholarship. We then pair these individuals in their matric year with leaders in MiWay. And for that year, we walk a road with them. As I said previously, it takes a village to raise a child, so the program is definitely not just about throwing money and scholarships at students, but actually to invest socially in their challenges that they might face economically, emotionally, socially, and particularly in the last 2 years with COVID. Can you just imagine what counselling some of these students would need to be able to walk a road or navigate a road in the digital area of education? We're very, very proud of that. And as I said, we obviously do scholarships. There are scholarships. There's work opportunities for some of those individuals. There is emotional support, there's economic support, and there's mental support for these individuals.
Participants will also be exposed to job shadowing opportunities based on their interests during the course of the year. MiWay's Head of Human Resources, Ntokozo Bengu, says that mentorship is a critical aspect of their leadership.
The reason I'm a mentor in the Leaders in the Making program is because I'm relatively youngish and I've had a few people mentor me as well and help me sort of expedite my career. So if I'm in a position to help a young mind, and whether it's to inspire somebody, help somebody through their challenges, their hurdles, shape somebody's career, I am more than happy to do so. Where I see my role as a mentor, it would be different because I have two mentees that I've met, and where I see my value, the one potentially needs a bit more help in terms of shaping and getting more research done in terms of what career would be suitable to her. The other mentee would potentially need my help with exposure to people doing the same work that she wants to get into. And I suppose just helping them through their teenage years, giving guidance. I found that I could relate with them quite easily. So yeah, looking forward to it. And hopefully I can learn from them as well.
This year's 8 Leaders in the Making beneficiaries come from Moletsane Secondary School in Soweto and Maputa High School in Tembisa. They were identified as high potential individuals on the basis of short essays submitted by all grade 12 learners at the two schools. Counseling has been included in the program because mental health has become increasingly important. According to Ground Up, estimates that are up to 750,000 pupils between the ages of 7 and 17 dropped out of school. MiWay has partnered with registered counsellor Jeanette Messina, who says that young people are increasingly under more pressure.
The mental health of young people is overlooked because of a lack of understanding. Just if we can start with our basics of understanding the brain of a teenager, the complexity of being a teenager and having to deal with so many pressures at the same time. So what tends to happen where their mental health is concerned is that we don't easily pick it up, because there is also a challenge where we will kind of like label them as being naive, unrealistic, ungrateful. And as a result of that, we tend to miss when they slide into depression, when they slide into anxiety, and mentally and emotionally are struggling. So that is really, according to me, the main reason why we are overlooking them, because the hormonal changes happening and all the pressures they are dealing with, we just miss it somewhere there.
Overall, the MiHeart project aims to reduce the number of pupils who do not complete grade 12 and increase the numbers who go on to some form of tertiary education. Additional support was provided by Melissa Moyo from Lotus Tutoring, who says their tutoring program has been designed to bridge learning difficulties.
Our experience has been helping students to transition into online learning. With school closures due to the pandemic and schools trying to adjust basically to the new normal, sanitizers, social distancing, that lack of social connection, more students struggling because of lack of data and Wi-Fi and devices to get there. So we have sort of been the support, which has helped parents to also transition quicker, because some of the schools were not able to do that at the right time. So we've been there with online learning. We helped people to basically adapt to that as well. The MiWay Leaders in the Making program basically seeks to empower students holistically. So most of these students have dreams and aspirations to take on roles in the economic space, and they have a bit of challenges with some of the subjects that are critical to moving them there. Because MiWay is trying to build leaders, they also have to be academically strong to allow them entrance into one of the critical courses in the country. Some of these students have aspirations to get into the medical space. Some of these students have aspirations to get into the sciences. And what we try to afford them is personalized assistance, which is not afforded in the classroom. The small group learning allows us to diagnose the learner according to their need and to be able to provide them with the necessary tutors. Our tutors are highly rated. We have a rating system, so students are able to change if they are not understanding well, which is not afforded in the classroom. You can't just wake up and change your teacher just because you don't understand them. But we afford them the ability to take charge of their learning and to also just inspire them and provide them a change and a shift in the attitude towards subjects.
Statistics South Africa figures show that only 50% of pupils who enter the education system complete grade 12. The Leaders in the Making program is part of the overall MiHeart project program, MiWay's corporate social investment initiative. For Social TV, I'm Sam Marshall.
For more stories like these, go to www.social-tv.co.za. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on our social mediums.